Because here's the way to think about it. This deacon here, and I agree with him, that God is first. My spouse is second. Your mom and your dad is somewhere else on the list. Because you're supposed to be cleaving to each other. I'm not planning to talk about marriage tonight, but I'm trying to help us to think about our priorities. And I'm going to go to the scriptures in a moment. First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, to help us think about why thinking about our priorities is important. Why is that important? When we take on these different relationships, these husbands and wife relationships, there are certain vows and promises that we make. And we have to find a way to fulfill those. Now, here's the way to think about it. If God is first and your spouse is second, then you are supposed to think about your job as a tool that helps you serve God and serve your family, not as the thing that defines you. That was a good amen right there. Listen, when I do like that, that's because that's my own amen. You understand? that thing got good to me right there. So, my job doesn't define me. Even though on my job, hey, they call me Dr. Boyd. I got my own office and, I get to teach my students and all. That's fine. But my job is not the thing that defines me. In other words, it's not my main priority. It is a tool that I use to serve God. How do I use my job to serve God? Number one, I make sure that I'm working like God watching me, because He is. And I let my light shine. And then the money that I make on my job, I give to the church. Not all of it, but I get some of it. You understand that? And not only do I serve God with money by giving it to the church, but I serve God with money by helping others.
Right.
As I feel led to do that. So, my job enables me to have the time and the resources to devote to my family. But if I'm devoting all of my time and my resources to my family, all of my time and resources to my job, my priorities are out of whack. I've gone to funerals before, and the most thing that people could say about the person that passed away was the thing that they did on their job. I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be me. What are your children going to say about you? I'm preaching to myself now because sometimes I don't have time. Sometimes I don't want to make time to listen to the things that seem so important to my children. Because they're really not that important. But to them, that's their life.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand that? I don't want my son's testimony to be about me. All he cared about was that church.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be. That's not a good testimony.
Right.
Because your first ministry is supposed to be to your home.
Right.
I'm preaching to myself too. When I teach, I'm teaching to me. It comes to me first. You understand that?